All right, we're here for the first Fearless Growth Hour today. I've got some pretty ladies with me, Nicole, Stephanie, and Sue. Do we have anything that we would like to mastermind about around growth, fearlessness, momentum, or anything else? Got anything for me? Got anything? No. They're thinking. I can tell it. I could see it in their faces. All right. Well, let's see. The theme of this month is present moment. And so for various generations. So do any of you, are you challenged with staying in the present moment? And what supports you in getting back in it? Anyone?
I feel like this month, that's kind of fun that it is present moment, because I feel like this month has been I've been more in the moment, and like enjoying the moment, or like with creativity or building momentum for blue skies and for all the things. So I feel like other months I have been challenged, with that, to be able to say, like, to be able to not have to stay away from my mind going, 50 miles a minute or whatever that is, on to the next thing. So really enjoying the moment. So I guess, like, for times where my mind is doing that, what are some tips to be able to stay in the moment?
Yeah, one of the big tips that we gave out this month is connecting to your senses. So looking around, really seeing what's around you, concentrating solely on what you're smelling or what you're hearing, touching something, and really focusing on how it feels. Did I cover all of them? Taste. So, focusing on something that you're tasting. So, kind of like blocking out anything else and concentrating solely on that will bring you into your body and ground you. So that's something that we teach, as well as the tool this month is, are you making it up or is it true? Which is one of my favorites. And it's like when you're swirling in a story or a situation, it's pausing and asking yourself, am I making any of this up? And, like, or is it true? Or am I dealing with facts, or am I dealing with things that I'm making up? So those are the two things that we tools that we offer for this month. So those helpful. Good. All right, we are piece de temps. All right, we are back at the end of the action hour. We have a few minutes left. Does anyone have something they would like to talk about?
I had it in my mind as you were talking, and then it disappeared.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It'll come back when it's meant to.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking previously about present moments and staying in the present moment. We talked about um, connecting with our senses and using the tool of, are you making it up or is it true? Which is actually the tool that I use the most at the beginning of my fearless living journey. I asked myself that like more than 20 times a day, because I realized I was making so much crap up. So much up, from as little as, I don't like lima beans, when I had never eaten lima beans before. So I had no idea if I didn't like them or not. And I tried them and I like them. So I was making up that, to making up all kinds of things about my marriage, about myself. Just I felt like I was totally incapable of doing anything on my own, or a lot of things, just not capable of it. And I continue to prove that wrong, prove that not true. And so it can be really, really tricky, because our brain likes a complete picture. And when we don't have all the facts, it makes them up. It doesn't like missing puzzle pieces. And so it makes them up and it inserts them. And they look like they're real puzzle pieces, but they are not. They are fake ones. And so the only way that we can get rid of those fake puzzle pieces is first to recognize that they are fake, that they are not real or true, and then go find the real information, the truth, which might involve a conversation, it might involve research, it might involve, some scary things. But or we may not ever get the real puzzle piece, and it's accepting that we won't have the real puzzle piece. And so that can be a challenge, to accept that we just won't know, and not feel the need to insert something that we don't know or could be wrong. So
I just saw something. I was trying to figure out which show it was on because I watch, shows to fall asleep or whatever. But I just saw something that there was a man and he had come out to his mom. His dad was gone, but he came out to his mom, and the look on her face told him that she was disappointed in him. So he just never talked about it again, didn't, he wouldn't be open and honest, and he wouldn't, any of the things because of the look on her face. So finally it comes to a breaking point where he pretty much tells her, like, you're disappointed in me. And she said the words, well, if that's the story you have to tell yourself, she's like, I am not disappointed in you. She's like, I wanted to protect you because he's a Black man, and she's like, a gay Black man out there, she's like, you've already had a lot that you need to go through, and I wanted to protect you. So the look on my face was fear, not disappointment. And so like that scene just hit me so much because of the stories that we tell ourselves, that the people in our lives aren't like, it's not even close to what they're thinking. So like asking, is that true, or is that a story? Like, is that that sits really well with me, with, we don't know what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
So,
and they don't know what we're thinking.
Yeah. Yep, totally. Because she could not believe, like, she was so hurt that he would think that of her, because she's like, you're my son. There's nothing you can do to make me think less of you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you for sharing. That was great into the hour. Hello. We are back at the top of the last hour of Fearless Growth, and I've got Suze and Alana here with me. Is there anything we would like to mastermind around being fearless, growth, momentum, or anything else?
I have a question just that spurred on some seeing some accountability happen. Yay, Nicole is on. Woo-hoo. Seeing some, hey Nicole, we see you. But seeing some accountability happen live and on the screen. So with momentum, with growth, with being fearless in growth, if there is something that is out of alignment with momentum of growth, which it seemed like there was a little bit of a trigger, like, wait, what? Like that surprise. how do we make sure that we stay in alignment or that we get back to alignment?
Yeah, I think it's a constant checking in with yourself and really what is your intention behind what you're doing, or questioning, is this a good thing, or is there something even better? Why am I saying yes? Why am I saying no? Everything can be done in fear and in freedom. So just checking in and seeing which one it is. Alana, you have anything you want to share? Your mic's open.
Oh, I forgot to mute myself. I think it also looks at, what need am I trying to get met and how am I getting it met? Especially when it comes to saying yes to things. And if it's coming from a place of belonging and connection and all of that, awesome. If it fills you up and lifts you up, if it comes from dragging you down, or like the fear of loss, or like missing out, or like FOMO, because FOMO, there's that too. So yeah, that's that thing. Like Kelly said, everything come from fear of freedom. And it's just how we're trying to get that particular need met at that time. And if it's in alignment with where we want to go, awesome sauce. If not, okay, great. How do we make it work for where we are right now?
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. We're going to pause.